Hey there everybody, Racecrafter here, and welcome to a new city builds tutorial video. How to build curved roads in Minecraft. And by request, I have a new video for you today. Long sweeping curves. Yes, I've been getting a lot of questions about this, got several requests. So hopefully this video will help you out, get you making those nice long sweeping curves in your city. So where do we get started? We got started right here, right now. Let's go. So in my previous video on how to build curved roads, I showed you a mathematical formula that I came up with that made perfect curves for any size road, no matter what dimensions or what width you were working with. Now that is true for a perfect circle type curve. This one, with the long sweeping curve, we can still use part of that formula, but we cannot use all of it. And I will show you which parts we can use, which parts we can't. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the first part on how to get started is going to be completely different for everybody. Since everybody's world is different, everybody's situation and placement is going to be different, the whole setup to get started on this curve is going to be entirely up to you. I will show you what to do and how to do it, but then that's when the magic formula will come into play. So we'll get to that in just a second, but I will start now and show you what you need to do to get set up and get your plot points ready to start this curve. Okay, so step one is pretty obvious. You're going to need to have the road that your curve is going to start at and the road that your curve is going to end at. Okay, that part's easy. Next, we want to, if your curve is going to be curving to the right, you want to start on the left side of your road over here. If your curve is going to the left, you want to start on the opposite side, on the right side over here. For the purpose of this video, we're going to the right, so we're going to start on this side. You want to put a marker block right there. That is going to be your starting point for your counting. Next, we go over to the end point of your road and place a marker block on the top side. So if you're looking at it like this, like where the other one was, it's going to be on the top side of your ending road because the curve is going to come around and join to this part right here. So we got that part. Now what you want to do is on these marker blocks, grab your coordinates, either your X or your Y, depending on your orientation, and write that number down. You want to do the same thing on your starting point, so you have one X and one Y coordinate. Then you take that, whoops, buttons, ugh. New mouse, sorry. And you want to plot another marker block in line with those two marker blocks that you put at the end of your roads. From here, you want to count this way and this way to meet up with your marker blocks. This block right here always being number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. until you get to your marker block down there. Same thing going this way, with this one being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to that marker block down there. Write those two numbers down. For the purpose of this video, I'm making it very simple. This way is 50 blocks. This way is 75 blocks. Once you have those two numbers, you double those two numbers. So this one being 50, doubled is 100. This one being 75, doubled is 150. Write those numbers down. So now we're going to come over here to the plots website and plug in our numbers that we just wrote down. So it is very important that the numbers get placed on these sliders here in the correct orientation. You want the smaller number on top and the larger number on the bottom to get this type of shape. You do not want the opposite, where you would get, you do not want that shape. Okay, so make sure that your numbers are on the correct sliders. Then go up to the top left and hit the 2D button. That'll give you your layout. And then next to the 2D, you hit the percentage to zoom in. Since this is so large, we're going to zoom into about 400, which is the max on this. If you need to, use your browser to zoom in further. And this is going to give us our layout for the first curve that we're going to do. So you can see the numbers here, and they're color coordinated. So if you kind of in your head, you would be like 11, 7, 5, 5, 3. So you can plot those out, come back to here. If you don't have a separate screen, or if you don't have a separate device that you can go and have right next to you, I suggest doing it like this, or you could just simply write them down on a piece of paper and do it that way. All right, so now that we have our layout numbers and everything ready to go, we're going to start with this. You're going to remove that marker block and start your counting from that block right there. So for our purposes here, we start with 11, 7, 5, 5, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And just, I definitely suggest take your time with this, because it is very easy to get confused and skip a number or add something. So just take your time, make sure that you get it right the first time so you don't have to waste time going back, and then everything will line up perfectly over at your endpoint over there. So I'm going to get this done real quick, and I will be right back with you. All right, so now we've got our first curve done. Next is where the magic formula comes back into play. Now, if you haven't seen that video, the link down in the description below. I have a card up in the top corner, if I remember, hopefully right about now. Otherwise, it'll be somewhere in the video, or the link down in the description. I promise it'll be there. The second part of the formula, you want to count from this block here, whatever width your road is, to where you want your next curve to be. I like to use the outside, the middle, and then the outside, and then just fill in the middle sections with the road block of your choice. So if we're going to count from here over to the white, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now with the magic formula, take that 6, multiply it by 2, you get 12. Whatever number you used for this top curve, you subtract 12 from those two numbers. So you return back to the plots website. For our purpose in this video, we had 100 and 150. So if we subtract 12 from 100, we get 88. We subtract 12 from 150, we get 138. Those are your next numbers to plot down for this middle curve here. Same thing for once you've done this curve. So you've got this one going all the way down that way. You're going to do the same thing on this side for the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to start with this block here, double it, or multiply it by 2, same difference. You get 12, and then you want to subtract 12 from those two numbers from this curve here. So the 88 minus 12 would be 76, 138 minus 12 would be 126, and those are your numbers for this inner curve here. And those are the only 3 that you need to do going to the plots website. Once those 3 are done, they're connected at the other side. All you got to do is fill in your road section and you're done. So I will get this done and I'll be right back with you. And there it is. All 3 are done. Now all that's left is to fill in the center section with your road block of choice, and you're good to go. Now another question I've gotten is how to do the dashed lines in the middle. Now obviously you see I've done these solid. I do this on purpose. This way it kind of gives you a full guideline on what to do. It all depends on how you're doing your dashes. If you're doing just 2, then, you know, with 2 in between, or if you're doing with 1, however you're doing them, just simply follow along, and whatever it is, it is. Now, you can kind of tweak it in certain places because it might look a little funky, but there's really no way around it. It's gonna look a little bit funky in certain places. So it's just something you're gonna have to live with, or figure out a way to change it. Either leave it solid in the curves, or figure out a different pattern. Either do a 3, then 1, then 3, or it's all gonna be your personal preference and how you want to do that. There really is no right or wrong answer. Like I said, dealing with blocks, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to look a little bit funky. It's just the way it is. So there you have it. How to build a sweeping curved road. I really hope that I've explained it properly. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to pull everything out of my head like that to explain it to somebody, because it's just kind of second nature to me. But I hope that I've done it in a way that you understand it, and it's as simple as possible. It's really not that difficult. It's just a lot of counting, a lot of pre-planning, and if you get all that done, then the rest is just cake. So thank you very much for watching. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, drop them down in the comments below. I read all the comments. I reply to everybody. I try to give you the best answer that I can. I'm making these videos to help you guys, so that's what I'm here for, is to help you. So if you got questions, drop them below. Happy to answer. And if you like this video, please show your support. Helps out my channel. Hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more content like this on city building and curved roads, or just anything to do with city building, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing more of these. It would be really great to see you down there in the Crafters Sub Club. So once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'm out of here. See ya. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? I got awesome over here on the left. I got more awesome over here on the right. And for all the awesome, click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you next time.